On the channel, we're back at it, living that Legion life with Mythic Legion's All-Stars 6, Bothar Shadowhorn.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mythic Legion's unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back to Mythic Legion's All-Stars Series 6, this time with Bothar Shadowhorn. But for all your Bothar Shadowhorn needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com, use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal out there, and a deal I got is I did get this 15% off at Jay's. Tell them Kyle sent you, of course. And this is a nice one, an army builder. I might be back for more, as we got a issue I'm trying to take care of in my Legion life, and we'll get into that into this review, of course. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And we got another dwarf, another little person. And I love dwarfs. I love little people. Todd been farther from the couch here today, ladies and gentlemen. Todd, I got to get this off my chest. I'll probably talk about it in the podcast a little bit more. Of course, the Kyle Peterson Show, available where podcasts are found, video cast on YouTube. Just coming hot off of finally seeing the Toxic Avenger, the latest and greatest Toxic Avenger movie. And I'm a big Toxie fan going back to my childhood when I was a little kid. Gotta say, I was a little underwhelmed with this new one, more on the podcast there. But I usually love my dwarfs. I usually love my little people. I didn't like the Toxic Avenger being a little person. I didn't like it. I don't know. Is it prejudice? I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it. More on the podcast, of course. But one thing I love for sure with my dwarfs is dwarfs that swing a hammer and axe and have big long hair and big beards. That's my kind of dwarf. I'm here for that all day long. And twice on Sunday too. Why not? But this one looks really good. Looks a little bit like what we've got in the past, but if you're building out your dwarven army, you got to have a guy like this on your side. Looking good in the packaging, usual Legion style packaging here. Mythic Legion's there. Little clan affiliation over here. Bothar Shadowhorn, always an easy name to pronounce, of course. And then on the back, you get the generic blurb for the wave. You can pause the video and read that if you want to, but we're going to read his file card right here. It says, a distant cousin of Thord Ironjaw, Bothar Shadowhorn has little in common with his heroic kin. The Shadowhorn clan, once proudly aligned with the army of Laodiceus, were long ago swayed by Arathar's promises of riches and power. Bothar's insatiable thirst for blood is eclipsed only by his hatred of Thord, whose Ironjaw clan serves as a grim reminder of what his people once were and what they have now become. So a bad guy dwarf in a plot twist. We're not going to put him with his army. He's starting a new army. He's starting a new team. And we're going to have to put him somewhere else. I guess what we're going to end up having to do. Hard times, you know, with the family right there. See you later, heat up your joints, as it would say. Ooh, a double plastic prison. Look at that. All kinds of stuff going on in there. A lot of reuse, as you can imagine. And then we got just a little guy right here looking good, looking mighty, looking fierce, looking full of hate. Not going to be at the family reunion. We're going to take these guys offline, get them out of the package. We'll be back talking all things Bothar Shadowhorn. All right, we got Bothar Shadowhorn out of the package. Let's dive in and see a lot of stuff we've seen in the past, as you can imagine. Gotta get the most out of your molds. We know how it goes. Got the big long sword here. Seen this in the past as well. Bronze handle, silver blade. Looking very good. And then a short sword here. No pun intended. Got a little shorter sword here with the bronze on the bottom. Color coordinating right here is what they're doing. Sounds good to me. Now, we do get this axe, and the last dwarf I got with this axe, I put both sides on it. I might give only one side to the axe this time. Make it different. Make them as different as I possibly can. You do get that bronze coloring once again with the silver on the blade. The little point comes off. That's another weapon you can use, but that does come off, and you can put this one in and have it full on. If that is more your style, more your thing there. Now, we do get, once again, the shoulder guards up here, silver and bronze attack. Very good color coordination here. Leave them on, take them off, put one on, leave one off. Choose your own Mythic Legion adventure once again. But we do get these. And of course, as everybody watching this knows, you're probably into Mythic Legions. You can mix all this stuff around with all your different figures if you really want to. really make this as different as you want him to be. We do get the little bandolier that goes over the top. You can have this if you want to store some of his weapons. It's a nice option to have if you don't want to put stuff in a baggie, of course, as we know. And then we do get these back pieces, and somebody clue me in the comments. I'm not sure why we get all these things here. They're basically extender pieces. You put them into it, G.I. Joe style, into the backpack, and then you got some holes here. Like, it's great for those winged creature characters and people you want to put extra stuff to, like you want to move some wings around, like I said. I don't know what other use these are for, and I'm not sure what the use is with this guy here with these. So I don't know if it's just parts they're thrown in for the heck of it to use with other things, or what the reasoning is for this. Somebody let me know in the comments. But now we're going to dive into the figure itself right here. And there is some customability you can do on this guy, and that's what I was going to talk about here. But first, we'll go through the head. You got the horns up there at the top. Horns removable if you want them to. Got the big old helmet going on, looking very nice in the helmet department. Very color coordinated throughout all of his weaponry and everything else as well. Big bushy beard, a wild bushy beard right here. Looks very nice though. I'm here for that beard. Love a little bit of down here at the bottom where they got it all kind of tied in together there. Looks very, very good. Looks devious, looks like trouble. Looks like trouble coming at you is what he looks like. Head, of course, is removable. You do get the extra head. Now, I got a bunch of these extra heads. I got one of those head packs, and I need to find a body for this guy. I got to have this. I didn't have the original version. I think he was like a red color, but I'm happy to have this one. I just got to find a good body to put this guy on. I don't know if I want to do it on one of these dwarfs or not, but I can plop that on there. If you want to mix some things up a little bit and put him on there, you can do that. That is the beauty of this collection, the Mythic Legions. I don't know if that works for me, though. I don't know. Does anybody know what body people are using for this? What's the best way to go? What can I do? What can I do with that? I think I'm going to keep him a dwarf is what I want to do. But I really like this. This is a head sculpt that needs to be on display somewhere. I got to find a home for it eventually. Stay tuned, I guess. But diving into this one here, he's got the chainmail. He's got the armor throughout. He's ready for battle. He's ready to fight his fellow dwarfs, unfortunately. Hate to hear it. Hate to see dwarf on dwarf violence. Hate to even hear about it, in all honesty. But he just got all protected with his chainmail and his armor all over the place. Got the gloved hands ready to go, all the way down to the boots where he's got the spikes on it. You got the protector in the front. Got to protect your junk, as we do know. But it looks like this body we've seen numerous times already. So if you need another one of these dwarves in your collection, well, you're in luck with this guy here. Now, his head is removable side to side, as you guys know. Arms do go all the way around for us. Single jointed elbow, side to side of the elbow. Hands back and forth, side to side. Dumbbell joint, hula hoop, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Got a little bit of those splits, a little of those side kicks if you really need it as far as articulation goes. Leg goes up for the big boot. Single jointed knees, side to side. Ankles, back and forth, side to side, up and down. Our usual Legion articulation, ready to go, ready to party with that right there. And of course, does he fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle to save 10%? Of course he does. Fits perfectly on that stand right there. So another dwarf army member, and honestly, you can put this guy wherever you want to. You can have him facing off with some other dwarfs, or you can put the family back together and put them on a shelf, and that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. As much as I want to know the whole story, it's so hard to remember everything and everybody. I kind of display them how cool they look, and obviously some guys look like they go together. You know they go together. Some of them you make up your own little stories about, and there's something fun with that as well. But not a bad piece of business here, especially if you don't have another dwarf and you want to mix it up and mix some things around. It's worth a pickup if you ask me. So there it is. What are your guys' thoughts? You guys going to pick up this one? You need another dwarf in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over there on Patreon. Patreon, best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. You can also check out YouTube channel memberships if you'd like. You get everything from both of my YouTube channels over there and my podcast as well, The Kyle Peterson Show, available every Tuesday wherever podcasts are found, with video cast on YouTube. And you can hit me up on social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, and of course, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. So for another Mythic Legions All-Star 6 unboxing and review, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we gonna dance or are we gonna play?